It is 3 o'clock on this Swatch Watch. We can't be late because we got a date right here at Sunny TV on the show that is on in the afternoon. The cool kids know it as...
Afternoon Delight.
Oh, that's right. We got my Sunny Honeys in the studio. We got Mel and Asheen today.
Hi, guys.
This is going to be a pop culture Thunderdome showdown today. We've got a quiz, of course, coming up. We have typecast or secret range today. Interesting. We will get into that. Of course, we have the boat drinks meme it or leave it. We got some funny ones for you to tickle your funny bone. And we've got an Addie's Reddit rundown report about somebody eating cucumbers. I'm just going to leave it there for you to unpack.
I'm already
this.
afraid. I don't know. I'm scared.
Yep, interesting story there. Then, of course, Mel sent over 3 newsworthy stories in her opinion, but we are going to give her the truth and be the judge and the jury to let her know, is this news or is this Mel?
She's giving me side-eye already.
Serving.
I was just flashing my eyelashes. I got your mascara.
Yeah, she's got the mascara on. Okay. And then, of course, we will finish out with, hey, girl, hey, horrible horoscopes. Mm-hmm. All right, Mel, let's get into this pop culture Thunderdome. Please enter us with some music.
Thunderdome, typecaster, secret range. That doesn't.
What does this mean? I'm sure.
You'll see.
Okay,
All right,
scared.
first question. True or false? Bryan Cranston was mostly known for comedy before becoming globally recognized for playing Walter White on Breaking Bad. Keep your answers, please. Mm-hmm. And don't forget you have Baby Thunderdome.
Oh, I never forget about Baby Thunderdome.
All right, next up. Which actor shocked audiences by going from romantic comedy leading man to Oscar-winning dramatic actor? Was it Matthew McConaughey? Was it Ashton Kutcher? Was it Freddie Prinze Jr.? Or was it Hugh Grant? Next up. True or false? Jennifer Coolidge has never played a serious or dramatic role. Okay, next up. Multiple guess. Which role helped Adam Sandler prove he could do intense drama work? Was it Happy Gilmore? Was it Uncut Gems? Was it The Waterboy? Or was it Grown Ups?
Baby Thunderdome is what it is.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right. She doesn't know much
I was trying to hit the other buttons we could get a Sheen with the fist ball and all the things. And
Oh, I'm so glad you did because this first question is about Adam Sandler.
oh, good.
boy.
I like Adam Sandler.
Oh, I thought you did. I thought you're not very
he's
good.
not on my list.
Okay. True or false? Adam Sandler is famous for comedy.
True.
Okay, good job.
Wow,
Excellent.
Mel.
I know.
So proud of you.
I was nervous.
Thanks, girl. I learned it from watching you, Sheen.
Guys,
right?
it's going to happen one day. It's going to happen, and everyone's going to
Wow.
cry. And I'm going to
It's
tell you should have studied
gonna
before these
happen.
quizzes. All right, number 5, true or false? Steve Carell received a major award attention for playing a chilling dramatic role in the movie Foxcatcher. Next up, multiple guess. Which actor surprised audiences by moving from teen drama fame into dark psychological thriller territory with You? Is it Penn Badgley?
What is that guy's name?
Is it Josh Radnor? Is it Topher Grace? Or is it John Krasinski?
What is that guy's name? Shit.
I know it. Do you want to do Baby Thunderdome?
No, I cannot think of the actor's name.
What are you going to do? I mean, this is a quiz. I mean, I'm not waiting for you forever.
Hey!
Ah.
I'm going to do this.
Okay, you got an answer.
All right.
Are you sure you don't want Baby Thunderdome?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. So you say I never give you a chance.
I'm going to add extra syllables onto everything today.
All right, true or false? Robin Williams only became known for comedy and never won an Oscar for a dramatic performance. Next up, multiple guess. Which actor went from playing lovable Andy Dwyer on Parks and Recreation to becoming a major action franchise lead? Was it Nick Offerman? Or was it Chris Pratt? Or was it Adam Scott? Or was it Ben Schwartz?
Baby Thunderdome.
Baby Thunderdome quiz so Mo can get an answer right.
Ooh, bravado.
Try to
Got
make it
a
nice.
flair there.
Yeah, a lot of flair.
Churching it up there, buddy.
All right, which actor played Walter White on Breaking Bad? Was it Bryan Cranston? Was it Steve Carell? Was it Jim Carrey? Or was it Chris Pratt?
Wait a minute, that's not it.
Yes, it is. That's a Baby Thunderdome question.
Oh, Read it again.
Which actor played Walter White on Breaking Bad?
Cranston.
Okay, congratulations.
I was looking through my papers like I missed the wrong one because I forgot to ask for Baby Thunderdome.
Next up, true or false? I'm in the middle of a quiz. True or false? Leslie Nielsen.
And I'm in the middle of failing a quiz.
No, you're not. Come on, lift it up here, Josh Groban.
Doing great, sweetie.
True or false? Leslie Nielsen started as a dramatic actor before becoming famous for deadpan comedy in Airplane and The Naked Gun. Okay, next up, multiple guess.
I love Airplane.
Which actor
Right, so
became
good.
famous as a goofy sitcom dad before later playing one on television's most terrifying villains? Was it Bob Saget? Was it Bryan Cranston? Was it Tim Allen? Or was it Ray Romano? This is a tricky question. Is your
I'm
only?
going Baby Thunderdome.
Yeah, I would for yeah. Baby Thunderdome quiz, so Mo can get an answer right. All right.
Dang. Bringing it today. Bring it.
Pavarotti, baby. Mhm. All right.
It's the scarf.
I'm getting big with Pavarotti. Okay. True or false? Robin Wood. Oh, we did that already. Multiple guess. Which actor played Jim on The Office? Was it John Krasinski? Was it Matthew McConaughey? Was it Jackie Chan? Or was it Penn Badgley?
The second one. Cranston. What was it? Read the choices again. I was laughing.
Oh, the quiz has ended.
Which actor
Davey, the
played?
quiz ends.
Which actor played Jim on The Office? Was it John Krasinski? Was it Matthew McConaughey? Was it Jackie Chan? Or was it Penn
It's A.
Badgley? Thank God. Okay.
I wasn't paying
We almost
attention.
had to end the quiz.
We really almost had to end the quiz.
I was laughing because I love The Office, so I was picturing one of my favorite episodes.
You know, I've never
well,
actually
obviously
seen a
did
full
not do it.
episode.
John
You've never
Krasinski.
seen The Office?
I've never seen a full episode of The Office, but Phil loves
is
The
wrong with you?
Office,
What-
so he makes me watch clips all the time.
So good.
I don't watch a lot of TV,
And
I
you need to
just-
watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
He loves that show too.
And Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I've never seen a
Arrested
show.
Development.
Never seen one.
Oh my God, Asheen.
How about this answer, Key, shall
yeah.
we?
But I have read 150 books a
All
year,
right,
so
this first one. Mel, what did you say?
True.
I said true.
True is the correct answer. Bryan Cranston held strong comedy credentials before Breaking Bad, such as Hal on Malcolm in the Middle. His shift into Walter White became TV's greatest range reveals.
Yeah. Breaking Bad.
Oh,
All right, this
Range,
next
that's
one.
what
Which
it meant.
actor shocked audiences by going romantic comedy into leading man? What
Matthew
did you?
McConaughey.
Yes, for Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes.
Correct,
So
Matthew
good.
Love
McConaughey.
it.
Yes, True Detective also.
I just watched him on Bear Grylls' show the other day. So good.
Did you ever see True Detective? That's a really
Yes.
good one with Matthew
He was
McConaughey.
fantastic.
Yes,
I have a
he
whole
was.
thing about that.
And
400.
remember, it was in his book.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Jennifer Coolidge never played a serious role. What is the answer?
False.
I'm going to say false.
That is correct. Jennifer Coolidge is comedy royalty, but The White Lotus gave her a role filled with loneliness, vulnerability,
Oh,
darkness, and
yeah.
emotional strangeness. Tanya was iconic.
She
I love
was.
her.
I loved her on that.
Okay, now we're getting into Adam Sandler's role to do an intense dramatic work. I believe, Mel, you did Baby Thunderdome.
Yeah, I did.
In a court of law, what would you have said?
Grown Ups.
And then, Machine, what did you say?
I did Process of Elimination, and I know 3 of those are funny movies, so I did the one that I don't know, which is Uncut Gems.
That is the answer. Uncut
Okay. I've never
Gems.
seen it.
Adam Sandler's performance in Uncut Gems is frantic, intense, and critically praised. That reminded everyone that the king of goofy comedy could write or could file your blood pressure in the next level. All right. Next up, you said
False.
I said true.
the answer is true.
Hey.
The answer is true. Steve Carell received a major award. He played. Oh, I have such a history with this. John DuPont in Foxcatcher. You know, I was one of the athletes
I
that was
never
raised
see
on
Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher. Well, if you want to learn a little bit about your friend, you can watch the movie Foxcatcher and everything that I've been through. Oh my God. Actually, no,
my.
he was an interesting man. He would wear red velour tracksuits. You were not allowed to speak to him unless he spoke to you. He would drive around in like an army grade tank. No kidding. So like I was in the swimming pool, and then there was all these other sports in this complex that he would drive to, and I was friends with the guy he shot, which was Dave Schwartz, the wrestler. He's a very famous wrestler who lived there with his family, like on a farmhouse on the manor. But anyway, I just remember getting a call at school saying like there was no practice this afternoon, and we had to figure out another training facility. That was major drama.
Wow, I never knew that,
We were
Davey.
interviewed by police officers constantly asking questions about angles of the way the man stood. He barricaded himself in his house, in his panic room, and the police couldn't get in there to get him out.
I've never watched it, but we watched, always would look for previews to see like what's
Yeah.
cool to watch, and him playing a creepy character like that freaked me out. I was like,
Definitely
I have
watch
to be in the right
this.
headspace to watch
Yeah.
dark things, and so we
It's-
actually haven't watched it because like we watched the preview and I'm like, ooh, this is dark.
It's a psychological twist in terms. I mean, they did a wonderful job with the movie. I do have to say.
I
The only way
know.
they got John Dupont out of that mansion was they had to turn the electricity off until he had to he was like sweating. Basically.
No AC.
Yeah, ridiculous.
That would
anyway.
get me out.
Sweat him
too.
out. Yeah.
I know. All right, my nerves. But which actor surprised audiences by moving from teen drama to a psychological thriller territory? What did you say, Mel?
Penn Bagley.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yep.
Penn was
Okay.
widely known as Dan Humphrey in Gossip Girl. Don't forget. Next up, Robin Williams. What did we say?
I said false.
That is correct. He won for Best Supporting Actor for Good Will Hunting. Remember? That
Yes,
was a good
such a
one.
good movie.
How about these apples? All right. Next up, who was it? Andy Dwyer on Parks.
It was Baby Thunderdome for me.
And would you have said in a court of law?
Chris Pratt.
And you
Yes, I said Chris Pratt.
That is the right answer.
He's
Chris Pratt
Guardians of the Galaxy.
went from Goofy Andy to Parks and Recreation to Jurassic World too. Who knew?
Oh yeah, Jurassic World. He was in all those.
Never
He
saw
became
those.
a guy.
Leslie Nielsen. What did we say?
True.
I said true.
That is
That felt
correct.
true. Like he's got that good voice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right?
He was iconic, absolutely. And finishing out today, what did we say to Walter Wright's legacy?
Baby Thunderdome.
What would you have said though?
I would say Bob Saget because he's creepy.
Okay, and what would you have said?
I said Bryan Cranston.
That is
Breaking
the right
Bad.
answer. Is Bryan Cranston? Actually, I would have almost challenged that because I think Bob Saget was in something like kind of
Yeah.
creepy like that. I have to check that out. But
I got a
Bryan
90.
Cranston's character on Breaking Bad is so iconic for being like evil.
Yeah.
Just evil.
Just
What did
in,
you
in
get?
a
I got a
calculated
90.
way. Yeah.
I got 100%.
Yay!
Me.
Hey, everybody can go to Capybara today, guys. Looking for your wild side with a gentle twist, Sonnies? Say hello to the Capybara Cafe, Florida's most unforgettable animal experience. Get up close and personal with capybaras, reptiles, and the cutest exotic creatures around, all while learning, laughing, and making a real impact. Every visit supports animal shelters, provides sustainability, and delivers educational magic for the whole fam. So don't just scroll, scurry over to thecapybaracafe.com and book your encounter now. The Capybara Cafe, where curiosity lives and your wild heart gets to roam. All right, we are back for Meme It or Leave It, brought to us by Boat Drinks.
Woo-woo,
Hey, you want to take
yay.
mom out to something fun and fabulous? Go to Boat Drinks this weekend. That's going to be a good one.
Aren't we going to go to Boat Drink soon?
Oh, we are. We're
We
going to see
are.
Mom.
With
Mom.
Yeah,
Susan
Susan
comes.
and Debbie are going. All right,
Yay.
this first meme. Some of y'all brains are just up there for decorations, huh?
Yep. True
Yep.
story.
Stole
True.
that from Mel's page. Yeah. Next up, where do bad rainbows go? To Prism. It's a light
Oh, my
sentence, but it
gosh.
gives the time to reflect.
Oh
my gosh.
I did that for you, Mel.
I love all the wordplay. It's so punny.
Next up, I never see a whole family driving in a Cybertruck. It's
know
always
what?
one man alone.
I'm just saying.
Right?
Well,
That's kind of the truth.
there
I
you
can't
go.
stand those things.
Next up, why do people with bad breath always want to tell me a secret?
Oh, yes.
They always want to tell me a secret.
You know the tea on this, by the way? So I was talking about this the other day. Was Ozempic people have
Yeah.
Ozempic breath.
Yeah, there is an Ozempic breath.
Listen,
Because of the ketones
Yeah.
and because you get dry mouth.
Right.
And so I'm just
Somebody-
saying, you
if
can
somebody-
tell when someone's on the Ozempic.
Don't
I
come
know.
near me
Or
if you're
Tai Chi.
do not come with me.
Tai Chi.
Do not come next to me if your whisper stank.
I know. God, get one of those Altoids. Next up,
Altoids.
my mood ring just vibrated, turned black, and exploded. Is that bad?
I feel attacked.
Next up, I was watching a show called 10 Steps to Avoid a Shark Attack. I was really surprised that stay out of the water was not step one. Kind of the truth here, people. Next up, officially at the age where if I see a chair, I'm sitting.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting. I'm
Hell
done with
yeah.
this.
Chairs, I'm going home.
Yup.
Done with this. Next up, please make sure you never get too happy because your car is always listening.
Right? It's
And
going
you
to break
get too
down.
comfortable in life.
It's
Something's
going to be
going-
like engine.
Yep,
Brakes are
exactly. Next up, at my funeral, you got to show a picture of us together to get in the door.
You
Yeah,
ain't got no picture?
might be
No,
a,
You're not coming
might be
I do
a
not
good
know you.
idea. And finally today, you're telling me a flea runs this whole market? Why do they call it flea market?
That's
Crazy.
so
I'm
silly.
going to look that up. Why do we call these
There
flea markets?
is a
We're gonna-
reason,
yeah,
and
we're
we'll
gonna
find that
this.
out during our commercial break with Boat Drink. Somewhere between lunch and legend, there's a place where the day slips off its mundane. Helmed by Captain Rob and Captain Whitney, part hosts, part legends, part beautifully orchestrated icons. This isn't just a bar, it's a daytime escape portal for people who refuse to live boring lives. Boat Drinks Bar is the vibe to thrive, to stay alive. You didn't plan to stay all afternoon, but Boat Drinks has never been concerned with your plans. Find your escape in Uptown St. Augustine, 123 San Marco Avenue, where the afternoons arrive fashionably late and leave comfortably transformed. Boat Drinks.
Welcome.
Inane facts by Mel. But Ashim, you have a little something to report on.
Yeah, I had to look it up because, I love words. And Mel, actually, you were right this morning. So we were talking
Listen.
about germs and all that and pests and lice. So the term flea market comes from a French term, marché aux puces, which literally means to
Dirty
market of
shit.
fleas. The term originated in the 60s in Paris because outdoor markets would sell secondhand clothing and upholstered furniture, which were often infested with
fleas.
pests. So
Oh
infested
my
with fleas.
gosh.
So it is a flea market.
That's interesting.
Guys, I know a lot of random factoids.
Yes, you do.
That's what I do.
Well, you don't know this Reddit story, which is quite interesting. Let's get into
God.
Addie's Reddit rundown report. Today's subreddit is our favorite, which is Am I the Asshole?
Yes.
No.
And the TLDR, very short today. Am I the asshole for eating too many cucumbers?
Continue.
Okay.
No, I need more.
All right. This is perhaps the most bizarre Am I the Asshole post I've ever written, but I'm honestly just so confused.
So I'm going to take to the internet and let a bunch of randos
Yeah.
help
Like
me
us.
decide.
We'll help you through, boo. All right. Like, I feel like I can't possibly be the asshole, but then sometimes people are too blind to see their own flaws, so maybe I really am. I don't know. For as long as I can remember, I've had this quirk. I guess you could call that whenever I snack on anything other than a cucumber. I shouldn't say never, technically, since I'll get ice cream or eat a few chips at a party. I'm just not a picky eater, but by any means, but my snack of choice has always been cucumbers. I eat pretty healthy anyways, so a lot of fruits and veggies are a part of my diet. Since veggies are lower in calories, I have to eat a lot of them to eat enough. So I'll usually have some sliced cucumber in my purse that I munch on throughout the day.
It's a shame.
And I always...
Ashim, did you write this?
I literally saved this for a Nashim day, so just so we know. I want to be clear on that.
So I do carry cucumber.
And
But
I'll-
let's continue.
And I'll always have a cucumber.
I like
What if Ashim just had a cucumber in her bag? She started pulling out while we're talking.
I'm
reading the story.
secretly
It would
writing
be-
Reddit stories for our show.
It'd be hysterical. And I'll always have a cucumber in my car that I just eat whole while I'm driving. I go through several cucumbers daily. Although it's not healthy.
How about
I-
drink some water? You're a dehydrated bitch.
Although it's not healthy, I've always had days where I felt really depressed and overwhelmed and have eaten nothing but cucumber. I think I've eaten perhaps 35 on very extreme days. Recently,
Roughage.
Oh, the gassiness.
recently
I'm
this
scared.
quirk has begun to drive my my boyfriend, he's 33 years old, of 6 months insane. Now, she's a 22-year-old female, just so you know. His words, not mine. Okay, he says it's highly inappropriate to carry them everywhere with me. We spent the last weekend at his parents' lake house, and I provided my own cucumber to snack on. One night before bed, I was in my room gnawing on a cucumber, knowing like a savage when his mother walked in the room. Under normal circumstances, I never would eat around others. I'd slice it up. She was puzzled, but chuckled and said, "My, you do like a good cucumber." My boyfriend later told me that I humiliated him with my childish and immature eating habits. I told him that his mom caught me in a low moment. He was being ridiculous since he eats a bag of chips every day and I don't even bat an eye. He told me that chips were a normal snack and whole cucumbers were deranged. He told me I needed to stop
Weird.
eating cucumbers and that my behavior has become a deal breaker for him. I feel really bothered by that. But I think cucumbers are a weird hill to die. I don't know what that
Weird
means.
to die on,
Yeah,
yeah.
die on
Oh,
this
weird
hill, like-
hill to die on. Oh, and I don't want to lose my relationship. So, am I the asshole?
So many thoughts.
I got
My first thought is she is not the asshole.
Okay.
he's an asshole for being that judgy about their
Yeah, leave
relationship.
it alone.
However, I do think there's something a little bit. She might have some food
Obsession.
That's
Yeah.
a form because it's
of an
become
eating disorder, actually.
Yes, it is disordered eating because it's become a coping mechanism for her.
35
in a day
That was
because she's having a
alarming.
rough day.
Yeah.
It's like it's one thing to like cucumbers.
Listen.
It's one thing to like. I love cucumbers. I
Me
love
too.
English cucumbers in particular because they have a thin skin and it's easy to eat and they're lovely.
Yeah.
And I've eaten a whole cucumber by itself, but I'm not going down and I need a cucumber today.
Me
I'm
too,
not
but
carrying
only
a
on
cucumber in my
Fridays.
purse. Like that. There's a disordered element that I think she needs to
Why
handle.
doesn't she just do what everybody else in the world does? Either have a shot of whiskey or smoke a cigarette or eat a gummy.
She doesn't want to do that.
As
She loves
healthy
the
vices
cucumbers.
go, it's not
Yeah.
bad. But I do think there's obviously something that she's not addressing.
Yeah.
Because she's relying on it to self-soothe.
This is
So
weird.
and we're talking about National Mental Health Month.
Mm-hmm.
There's something happening that she hasn't learned other coping mechanisms other than a cucumber. Because what happens if she can't get a cucumber that day and she's having a really bad moment? There's something more going on. But her boyfriend for being all judgy and saying
Yeah, go
she
away.
embarrassed him. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's a control mechanism there.
Yeah.
Listen, let her eat her snack. You shut up. He's probably bald and fat.
I do have an edit.
Okay, let's hear.
I'd just like to add that my boyfriend has never expressed any issue with my cucumber habits before now. The incident in
His family said something.
The incident in question
Mother.
was because it was around 8 o'clock p.m. I was getting really hungry, and I don't know his family super well, so I didn't want to just go rummaging and ask for a snack, and I didn't want to bother them by asking for a cutting board or something that would cut up my cucumber because I have mild social anxiety. So I shut myself
You nailed it.
I shut myself in the guest room and figured I'd just snack on a cucumber real quick. I don't usually go and hide and eat cucumbers, but then his mom walked in looking for my boyfriend, presumably, and was a little surprised, but seemed amused and not upset or anything. I honestly didn't think it would turn into such a big deal for him.
So the mother made a comment to the son, like, "Oh, she's gnawing on a cucumber. It's a little funky, a little strange." So that's why he made a big deal out of it.
Right.
Probably. He was probably embarrassed for himself. And whether the mother
Yeah,
was
but-
being judgy or I'm not sure because who knows the tone. He may have just taken it that way. But if someone is, and I give the poster, the OP, some credit because if you're going to a new house where you've never been around
Yeah,
people,
I'm not rummaging through someone's
I'm not
stuff.
going to rummage through someone's fridge. And like Phil knows, when we've gone to Pittsburgh the first couple of times, we had to go buy me food that I could eat because I
Right.
eat so differently than a lot of the food that's available at like his holiday functions. And so there'll be times where I'm in another room eating a banana or not a cucumber. Actually, I take that back. I do buy the baby cucumbers. We keep them in our hotel room because they're easy portable snacks. But the
Yeah.
small ones, like this big. But I feel like she was in a tough situation. She's not going to go down there and ask.
And why didn't the mom knock on the door before she came
I
in?
thought
Yeah.
that was interesting,
Yeah,
right?
she just walked right in 'cause
barged
it's her
right in,
house.
yeah.
I think the fact, let this girl have the snack she wants. She has anxiety. She stated it. I do think this is a disordered eating.
because it's one particular food.
Yes.
It could be any
like
snack.
an
But
obsession,
eating a snack
yeah.
in a room is
That's
not a big
what-
deal.
But some people, that's what makes them feel like they have control over their life or something. Then leave them alone.
Yeah.
But him being all judgy about a snack, like she's not judging you on your 19 bags of potato chips. I think.
One notable comment here, I love this from Lucky Rock. Dump him while eating a whole cucumber. Have the conversation between bites, big Bugs Bunny style. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Doc?
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
I think this is.
And a cucumber is just a pickle who hasn't been born yet.
Mm-hmm.
See, look, you
But
got. I
also
think
they're-
about the little pickle right here on the
But there are
desk.
also cucumbers are actually very hydrating for you
They're
too.
super hydrating.
So maybe she's really just dehydrated.
Maybe she needs
Another
more water.
notable comment says, "OP, your boyfriend is humiliating himself by being a bully. You need to find yourself a partner who says, 'Hey, babe, you look really cute when you're sitting in bed gnawing on a cucumber.
Oh, no, don't
Come
do that
over
again.
here and give me a little bite of that bad boy. Nom nom.'"
Ew. I hate baby doll.
all weird. But yeah, she needs to dump that guy because obviously he's way too judgy and controlling. I just think that's all
like
kinds of
this
red
guy.
flags go up about that guy.
I mean, at first glance, you definitely can see that there's definitely, we keep saying it, but she has a disorder here.
She has a disorder.
And I mean, if he can even have an ounce of empathy
Yeah,
here,
that's
he
what's
would
missing.
see that she needs
He
some sort of
doesn't, but
emotional
that is
response.
what's missing. He's
He
shown
doesn't
no empathy.
realize that this is a situation.
Right,
No,
right,
he's
right.
shown no empathy.
Stupid.
Like rather than exploring, we talk about this a lot. Approach situations with curiosity, right? Like, because curiosity is
up
often
with
like
your
you're trying to
cucumber habit,
learn.
boo?
So, trying to find out what is it about this cucumber thing. Like, is it the texture? Is it the feel? Like,
Right.
there's something happening, and approaching it from a place of compassion. Like, there,
Yeah.
as someone who cares about her, he should be able to see, like, there's something happening that she's always needing these
I mean, and
cucumbers.
let's
It's not
face it.
just a snack; it's other things,
It
right?
could be a different vegetable. Like it could be a raw potato. Like
Yeah.
That's true, and we've seen that. Like, what's that show? Like, My Weirdest Addiction or something.
Yeah, they eat,
They
like,
eat,
laundry
pods,
detergent.
Yeah.
Laundry
But the thing is,
pods,
when they eat
dirt.
that stuff, they're lacking a vitamin and a mineral.
Yeah, like there's something
So
called
maybe
pica
there's
when
like
people.
a deficiency.
Yeah,
So
it could
why
be.
are chips considered normal, but cucumbers are considered deranged?
Because
here?
usually when it's snack eating, usually snacks are like unhealthy, quick, fast, like
and that's
munch,
what
munch.
everybody's used to seeing.
Yeah.
So the fact that she has a snack that's like a healthy snack, that's weird to people.
And I get that because I eat healthy snacks. I don't eat chips or anything like that. And I know I'm always weird. I'm the weirdo who will whip out like a bag of like raw nuts
That's why
or
we love you.
like I just that's me. And I like that kind of food, but I never learned to like the other kind of food. And so I see it and it doesn't appeal to me. It
Also,
doesn't
you get
excite me.
sick from it, so you
I get
can't-
so sick from it. I've tried and I just get like my stomach can't handle it. So I get it. People think like healthy food is weird, and that's fine. 35 in a day.
that's
It's a
a bit
lot.
excessive.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
There's something more to it. So healthy is one thing, but when it's an
Excessive.
obsession like that,
Have you
there's
ever? What's the most amount of cucumbers you've eaten in a day?
maybe like the baby ones, 3.
Okay.
Because they're like they sell them in a little
But
packet.
not
at Publix.
35.
Yeah, no, gosh, no. I'll eat a whole one by itself. And actually, growing up, my favorite snack, which is funny that she says this, my favorite snack as a kid was cutting up a cucumber, putting rice wine vinegar on it, and a little bit of lemon pepper. That was it.
I like to do the red wine vinegar.
Yeah.
With a little bit of oregano.
Yeah.
And pepper.
I thought
And I would just that was it. I would have them in a little bowl and I would
Also,
eat them. Like it was so
believe
good.
it or not-
but I would eat one.
Believe it or not, this is gonna sound crazy. You know, I'm not a big ranch person, right?
we know.
You slice up a cucumber, put it in a bowl, and there's the ranch Hidden Valley. They have a shaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shake it on there. Put a little bit of cherry tomato slice up. Shake the whole thing up in the bowl, and it coats real nice. Put it in the fridge. Let it get chilly. It's great in the summer.
That sounds great.
Yeah, that actually
Really
sounds
I know
good.
Misty
Yeah.
loves ranch, so that
Yeah,
she's our
it's
ranch
good.
specialist. So I gotta bring it up because I noticed one of the flags that dinged in my head was the age difference.
Yeah.
So I hate to lean on ageism here, but she's 22, he's 33. Do you feel like the age gap here has some sort of reaction here?
I think so because okay.
Like,
so,
is he being the
Well-
mature partner trying to guide her?
Jim is 55 and I'm 45.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 22, so there's that. There are a lot of things that because of the generation he grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I just made him sound ancient. But there are some times where I can see it. I could see it more when we were dating and I was like 26, 27 and he wasn't even like, he was what, 37?
Yeah.
I could see the generational divide more like with musics and things like that and like the way he eats. Because Jim doesn't really, he's not the healthiest eater. Like last week, he had all salads with chicken for lunch. I was very proud of him.
Yay,
He's
go
trying.
Jim.
But I can see like the division in like what we eat.
Yeah.
And you know, he grew up in Atlanta in the South, and a lot of the stuff he eats is very heavy.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. They drink a lot of soda where we didn't, and you know, and there's been times where I've actually looked at him and I'm like, "That's what you're eating?
Yeah.
Like, how about a piece of fruit, babe?
Yeah, pick a
You want a
pig seed.
vegetable?
Yeah,
Yeah.
things like
So
that.
but I don't see it as much anymore. But I do think the age gap. I think he sounds very like I'm the man's man, and you gotta do this.
It
and
seems
blah,
like
blah.
a little like he's treating her like a child.
Yeah.
And he's
Get a dog.
He's
You don't need a-
infantilizing her, and
Yeah.
there is something with age gaps. Like Phil is 17 years older than I am. We've
Yeah.
got a pretty substantial age gap, but
Do you guys
we're both
see it
adults.
sometimes? Yeah.
Yeah, we see it. I see
Certain
it
things.
sometimes, but you know, Phil has actually changed his eating habits quite a bit. He's at the age now where he realizes he needs to eat healthy, and so he loves healthy food. So
Jim's
I'm all
trying.
happy with him. He makes salads for himself, and
Jim
he
is
steams
trying,
vegetables.
machine.
But I think like when you get older, the age gap isn't as
Prominent,
apparent
yeah.
and prominent. Like, you're fully formed adults, but when you're that age, there is kind of a difference between a 22-year-old and a 33-year-old,
Way
and I think he's
different.
taking advantage of that by by putting a line in the sand saying you must do this
Like
or
dominance.
we're
The one thing that really sticks out that was really cringy for me, and this is break upable for me, was what he said that you embarrassed me.
Yeah.
And sometimes that means like you did something inappropriate, but it also says sometimes that you showed a part of yourself that I don't know how to explain to other people,
Yeah.
and that's a very different thing here. So that's
Listen,
that's a storm cloud for me.
If
Yeah.
Jim would have ever said when we were dating, "You're embarrassing me," I'd be like, "Well, then go. You can go. I
Find
won't.
less.
Goodbye."
Yeah.
If I'm too much, go find less.
Absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. He could have been on her side and been like, "Yo, mom, she just likes healthy snacks." Like it could have been done right there.
Yeah,
but
no,
instead, he
instead,
went, "Oh, I'm
he took it to a
embarrassed."
weird
You know?
place.
Then what would his choice of words were really, really crappy.
I don't think he knew what to say.
What would
Yeah.
have been a healthier response to him instead of like you humiliated me? What would that be better? Like, hey, you caught me off guard when? Like, I feel like those word choices would have been healthier here.
Yeah, you could just say something like, "My mom was caught off guard. She doesn't understand that you like to snack on healthy food, and I told her that's absolutely normal. It's
See,
just
I like
you."
Ashim's
like,
answer.
it's just simple. Like, just say what it is. But he
I think
put
being
so much
intentional with
emotional
words.
weight.
I mean,
yeah.
you teach us this all the time. Be intentional with the words that you're choosing to say,
Mm-hmm.
and the outcome could be a lot better here. Now we wouldn't have this relationship in limbo, but it's definitely. I
Even
think
if he
it's-
had said, "I felt embarrassed," not "you embarrassed me," because remember that, like we talk about this a lot, that someone else's actions, you don't own them. You own your own emotions.
Yeah.
So he did not even own his own emotions. He was embarrassed. Why? I feel
'Cause he
this
couldn't
because
explain
of
it.
this.
Yeah.
Right. That's
He doesn't
usually if you go to
understand it.
therapy, they
Couldn't
try to
control
say,
it.
yeah. If you go to
Wait.
therapy, they try to say like express your feeling and why you're feeling that way. So I
Right.
could say I felt
I mean,
embarrassed
this
because
is a deal breaker over
It's so
cucumbers.
stupid. It's so dumb.
She's obviously suffering from some sort of disorder. That's no secret here.
Yeah.
But like, you don't say that to
I
somebody
like
going
a
through
picture where
that.
she says, "I keep him in my car." It's like hot August Florida.
That's what I was
I-
thinking.
I'm
I'm
just
like,
like,
ew.
just
no,
chomping
I
at
want
the
a
red
cold
light.
cucumber. One in the car does not sound
No,
good. 'cause
are
that's
there
just- no.
updates?
There are
No.
no updates to this
Why
one
are
now.
these people? Why are they? I hate when there's
Young
no. I
lady,
need to know these
I
people.
hope this young woman finds a way
Figures
to,
it out.
yeah, to cope with other things because it sounds like it's manageable right now.
Yeah.
But if this goes unchecked, this could be something that becomes problematic for her in the
Well, and
future.
cucumbers now almost $3 per
That's
cucumber.
true. She could
so-
go broke.
I mean, can you love someone and still say I cannot live with this specific behavior?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Jim. I sound terrible. There's some stuff with Jim's behavior that I'm like.
You have to live with.
Yeah, you pick and choose your battles, right?
Yeah.
Like in,
But
an
that's why
in
he
an
has
adult
a playroom.
relationship. Yeah, in an
That's why
adult
he has a
relationship, you
playroom.
figure it
Go
out.
in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
think so.
They're treating her like she committed vegetable felonies here.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
I mean, now I would be self-conscious eating a cucumber in front of this entire
I'd
family.
be self-conscious eating anything in front of them.
I
Yeah.
would too. So
So is she the villain for eating all these cucumbers? No, I don't think she's the
No,
asshole.
no.
Leave
at all.
the girl alone.
Oh
Leave
my
her
gosh.
alone.
Well, a place where we know we can go to Panache, they'll put cucumbers on your eyes. It's really relaxing.
And in the water.
Every guest, every time. Since 1987, Panache opened its doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and community from scalp to soul and bring the joy to the world one service at a time. The Panache difference is their carefully chosen and highly trained staff there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space, dedicated to guest comfort and devotion to innovation and artistry. They're focused on making your day and continually raising the bar by aligning with Aveda's mission. You gotta get Panache.com and get with it, boo. All right, now we're getting into Is This News? Order in the court of public perception, babes, because today the gavel is glowing and the jury is caffeinated and Mel is officially on trial for journalistic effort under the influence of snacks, of course. All right, we've got 3 news stories and we are going to be the judge and the jury today. The first story we have is the pedal pusher Saint of Moncton. All right. In Canada, a woman named Krista Richard has spent the last 14 years collecting donated bikes and trikes, fixing them up and giving them away to children whose families may not able to afford one. And not just a handful, we're talking thousands and thousands of bikes and trikes over the years. Last year alone, she reportedly sent out 400 children on the waiting list. Now let's pause here because some people hear free bikes and think, that's sweet, but no, Sonnies, this is not just sweet. tweet, "This is a childhood transportation, a sidewalk of freedom, neighborhood diplomacy with handlebars, and Krista collects her bikes all year, repairs them, and holds giveaways between April and October." And here's the part that gets me. She says, "Seeing kids smile and ride away on their bikes is absolutely priceless. This is not a program, that's a Hallmark movie with tire pressure." Mel, give us some details here.
All right, so first of all, it's the kind of story that looks small on paper, but it's huge in real life. A bike may seem basic to some people, but for a kid, a bike is freedom. It's summer, it's confidence, it's your first taste of independence before you can drive, before you have a job, before the world starts changing for you. And this woman has been doing it for 14 years,
14
guys.
years!
This means it's not just a cute one-time giveaway. It's a commitment. This is someone seeing a need in her community and deciding, you know what, I'm going to keep showing up for this cause.
Right.
Yeah.
So it helps people stay connected. And let's talk about the parents. Guys, money right now for everyone is tight.
Yes.
A bike is like an extra right now. But to a kid, a bike is everything.
Everything.
So
Yeah.
it gives families their dignity for them to be able to get their kid a bike, and it says you deserve joy too.
Yeah.
So this is news. It's happy news. It's community news. And it shows that sometimes everyday people wear capes too.
I love this. Anytime we hear of stories about an individual who saw something in their community and decided to take action and make a difference, it may start small, but then it becomes something larger. I love stories like this. And think about how many memories in our childhood where you had a bike and you were
Yeah.
like biking around town with your friends.
love it.
And like
We
it was
never
a
went
sense of
home.
freedom and it was exercise and it was all these things. So many memories are tied to bikes and just things that you get to do as a
100
kid. It's your
trillion
first
%.
sense of freedom, right? You
Yep.
get to like go outside
Go out
your
with your
yard.
friends.
I can feel the wind in my hair right now as I'm
Yeah,
thinking
you
about
put
it. It's
playing
just
cards on your
amazing.
bike spokes to make it like sound really cool.
Drinking out of the
I just
hose.
love stories like this. 14
Yeah.
years. I applaud this woman. So congrats to
I
her.
love that. I
News.
definitely think that's hashtag news. Great job,
News.
Mel.
Yay.
Great job.
Guys.
All
Thank
right,
you, Krista.
next up, across the United States and Australia, about 85 million acres of private land
land.
are being protected for conservation. That means land,
Land.
could be developed, cleared, mined, sold, sliced, diced, and turned into luxury cabins called the preserve at something we just destroyed. Instead, it's being set aside to protect ecosystems, wildlife, recreation, and future generations. In Australia,
They love you for doing that right now. by the way.
private conservation land now totals around 24 million acres. And a big part of that has come from the people leaving land or estate gifts in their wills.
Yeah.
That's
One
cool.
major organization, Mel, Bush Heritage Australia, manages about 3 million acres. And its leaders say many fragile ecosystems and threatened species are found on the private land, not just inside official national parks. So, over here in the U.S., private conservation is having a major moment. The Land Trust Alliance reports that 61 million acres are privately held for conservation in America, which is more land than all the U.S. national parks combined. That's an interesting fact.
Wow.
Their goal is to double that by the end of the decade. So, Sonny's, is this news? Mel, tell us why.
It is
Yes.
news because land protection sounds quiet, but it's super huge. The lizard is back. When land is conserved, it does not just
I
sit there
see him.
looking pretty for postcards. It protects wildlife, plants, and water.
Okay.
So it prevents habitat loss and it gives animals somewhere to move, nest, feed, and survive.
True.
And the private land matter piece, it matters too because a lot of people think conservation only happens in national parks.
Yeah.
But so much more important, land is privately owned. This means the future of wildlife and ecosystems is not only in the hands of the governments, but it's also in the hands of ranchers, farmers, landowners, families, nonprofits, donors, and communities. It also protects people's legacies.
Right.
Think
Yeah.
out in Hastings of all these families.
God bless.
So this message to the future. It's saying I cared about what would still be standing when I'm still not here.
Yeah.
I think anything
yeah.
like this is great because, guys, if we don't take care of the land and the animals, and then you know what makes me mad though, when these people build and stuff, they have like these wild animals. Like, oh my God, there's coyotes here. What the hell do you think? You're destroying their house.
The bear that
So-
we had downtown last year.
Yeah, so
Remember the bear?
preserving the land is huge.
I'm all for protecting green space. I think we need more green space. You know, growing up, my dad worked for the National Park Service. It's not a surprise. So I talked about how often we were out in the parks and being able to experience nature was so important to my childhood. For kids to have that experience is so important. It connects you with the land, connects you with earth. It connects you with like why things we do like recycling or reusing or upcycling, why those things are important. And it teaches you like where your food comes from. I just think conserving the land is so critical. And I love that private donors are helping make this happen. In
Yeah.
California, we have the Muir Woods where the redwoods are. That
Muir,
was
yeah.
private land. So there was a Congressman Kent who he and his wife Elizabeth had all this land. And when they died, he saw that they were trying to build up all the forest, taking the forest down to build furniture for the people in San Francisco, and he decided he didn't want that to happen. So the reason we have redwoods to this day is because he and his wife decided if they're going to start chopping down these forests to make more furniture, we're going to do what we can to conserve. And so they bought this large parcel of land. It was like over 500 acres, and when they passed, they dedicated it and said it could only be a national park. It could only be park. They could never.
And I'm going to flip that and reverse it. Locally, we have a couple out in Ponte Vedra who just a couple months ago did the same thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they
Yeah,
gifted it. It has to be conservation land, which is so important.
I think that's so
and
special.
I remember, growing up too. We all take trees for granted as little kids. You don't realize, the value of trees. And I got my lesson when I went to Sequoia National Park and really fell in love with these beautiful, majestic trees that have just been there forever. And we have to protect them. I definitely think this is newsworthy.
Anytime I hear about trees, do you know what I think about? Do you remember
Climbing?
the Shel Silverstein book, The Giving Tree?
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I have a copy still
I love
to this
that
day.
book, and I'll tell you that's every time I hear about stories with trees, that's what I think about.
So
But I
we're-
think it's news.
Hashtag news. There it
News,
is.
absolutely.
All right, story number 3. Stretcher? I barely know her.
I love a good punny.
All right, students from Presbyterian Ladies College in Armingdale were hiking in a national park, Warrumbungle
Lots
National
of
Park,
parks today.
and when they came across a hiker named Thomas Wendland who had broken his leg.
Oh, no.
Now most of us would panic, scream, point vaguely at the trees, and say, "Does the mountain have customer service?" But not these girls. It reminds me of True Beverly Hills. They actually practiced this exact kind of rescue, part of their Duke of Edinburgh Award training. So they got to work using a tarp, poles, and a hammock. They built a makeshift stretcher, just like on True Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills, what a thrill. Beverly Hills, what a thrill.
Not a cute pretend stretcher, a real we're getting this man out of the wilderness stretcher. They carried him along the trail, 1 minute bursts, rotating sides, taking breaths, and doing it again for 2 hours.
Wow.
They moved him 2.1 miles until medical teams could reach him. 2 hours. Sonnies,
Thank you,
I
ma'am.
complain if I have to carry groceries from the driveway in one trip, and I refuse to respect my own wrist
Yeah.
health. Right? Mel, give us the details.
So here we go. So it's news, and I'll defend these girls with all of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
So, because this is exactly the kind of story we need more of. Young people, they're so often underestimated, mocked, and reduced to stereotypes about
Mm-hmm.
phones and attention spans. And then there come along these students like this.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They're deep in a natural park. They were calmly building a stretcher out of hammock and tarp poles, and like they're auditioning for Survivor.
I love this story.
I love that they're
here.
training. They kicked in and they're like, we're going to help this person because, you know what? Here's the thing: the world we live in today, people will stand by. They'll watch somebody getting hurt or a fight breaking out, and instead of doing anything, they videotape.
They video it. They actually stepped in and took action. So I remember being a Girl Scout,
I was a
and
Girl
there were
Scout.
survival badges and wilderness badges,
Yeah.
and we would actually go camping and learn how to clean your
Yeah.
water. So you boil your water, and you how to make a little chair out of this tarp and string and all this stuff. I just love all those skills. I don't know if the Girl Scouts still do those, but these girls deserve their badge. They deserve their
Absolutely.
survival
Yes.
wilderness badge, their Nightingale badge. They deserve all the badges.
All the badges.
Well,
So-
they're getting a badge from Sunny TV, that's
News.
for sure. We're saying that's
News.
newsworthy,
Hashtag
ladies.
news.
Check.
Now
look.
it's time for a little bit of wine at Bin 39. Bin 39, the hidden gem of downtown St. Augustine since 2016. This is your secret getaway to a fabulous time. It's tucked away inside the lobby of the St. George Inn, and this charming spot boasts a courtyard setting that's straight out of a dream at the north end of St. George Street. Their wine collection features over 85 unique gems, is a journey into the extraordinary. You'll find wines from both small and large producers. They're open daily from 8 to 8 and Thursday to Sunday from 1 to 7. You got to check them out. Bin 39.
Out the door.
Okay.
like a bad ex.
We're back. Here we go. Hey, girl, hey.
Like a
horrible
bad-
horoscopes. And it's horrible because we have a lizard in the studio right now.
He's
and I have two
taunting
ladies
us.
freaking
I'm
out.
very worried because I need him to get out. Because if he's not out, he's going to die in here this weekend.
Mel's afraid there's fecal matter on him and she doesn't want to touch
definitely.
him.
It's going to smell like fish
Yeah,
when he
and we're gonna,
dies.
so you got to. David's not afraid to touch the lizard. So
It'll be
he's gonna
fine.
He's
gonna
touched
relocate
first.
him.
I love a lizard. I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to
You've
will
touched
him.
worse, Davey. Mhm.
Will, I've definitely touched worse. Definitely. God bless, especially by the pier. All right. Aquarius and Pisces are on deck today.
All the waters.
Oh, gosh. Aquarius. Here we go. Barbara Jean.
Jesus.
You are not ahead of your time. You are late for your own life. You keep calling yourself an outsider because it sounds cleaner than admitting you don't know anything or how to belong without feeling ordinary.
I guess it's awful.
You build an entire personality about being unreachable, then act betrayed when people stop reaching. You mistake alienation for genius. You call it vision when it's really avoidance wearing silver boots. You float above every emotional room like a malfunctioning satellite, collecting observations, judging everyone's little human feelings, and contributing absolutely nothing to warm enough to keep people alive. Worst case scenario, one day the world finally catches up to your brilliance and realizes there is no grand mystery there. Just a person who stood outside the window so long they forgot how the doors actually work. Your tragic prophecy is you will be remembered as interesting, and which is what people say when they can't say loving. That's weird. All right, Pisces, here comes Nicole. Pisces, you're not sensitive, you're porous.
Oh,
Everything gets in,
Like a
everything has a
sponge.
mood, everything has an insult, every fantasy, every half-imagined betrayal from a person who sent a text with the wrong punctuation. You don't have intuition, you have an emotional weather damage. Worst case scenario, you become the patron saint of almost healed, almost ready, almost honest, almost brave.
almost doesn't count.
Almost doesn't count. The tragic prophecy is you will confuse being deeply moved with actually moving.
Oh my God.
Whoa! That is your horrible horoscope today, Sonnies. And that is a wrap on this Freak
Yes.
Show Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
We chilled, we thrilled, we laughed, we thrived, and most importantly,
We survived.
even with lizards in the room.
Oh my God. I
What
think,
time are we back?
Monday morning at 9 a.m.
That's right.
Yeah.
You were going to wish everybody.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day weekend
Call
to
your
all the
damn mom.
mamas, even the fur mamas.
Call your mamas, hit the share button. We love you so much, Sonnies, and happy Mother's Day.
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Share the show. Got to share the show. Share the show.
Hit that little
Arrow.
Share, just
Oh,
share,
share it.
the
Come on,
show.
share.
Hit the button.
Do it.